Hello there everyone, Puyo Puyo here, bringing you episode 5 of How to Train in Puyo Puyo. In this episode, we are going to go over the Avalanche. First, I'm going to show you what an Avalanche is defined by. Okay, so an Avalanche is defined by chaining from the top. A lot of the times, in a lot of patterns, you're going to chain from the bottom. And that's because they have some sort of specific concept to them. The Avalanche is, while it's straightforward, it is not a pattern by any means. So you kind of have to think about what you're doing before you make it. So, this is an avalanche. As you can see, if you have some experience with the game, you can see that then when this center breaks, this green Puyo, then that red will drop down, that purple will drop down, that green will drop down, the red, the yellow, and then the blue. So, as you can see, it's kind of like a mirror image. This is kind of like the mirror, this green Puyo, and then every single Puyo after that is kind of mirroring itself. This is on the third one, this is on the third to last one, this is on the second to last one, this is on the second one. So as you can see, that's kind of how it works. So when you're chaining, to know which Puyo to put next, you have to see which one is next underneath. And, okay, so now it's time to tell you. Unfortunately, you cannot consistently get off chains from this structure right here. This structure will only get you 6 chains. However, removing this yellow Puyo, that is the second to last, well, whatever color you used, well, the second column up, you can then reconfigure this part right here. And because if that one yellow Puyo would just drop down, it would not be enough to pop this. So I had to put 2 up here instead. So let's see, this is a slightly different structure from the last one you had. From this structure, we can then put 1 Puyo right here, and then 3 of the same Puyo over here. So, no, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you right now that this laying 3 out like this would not be the correct way to do it. You would put an L-shaped right there, an angle. So, as you can see, when this green breaks, that red will drop down, then that purple will drop down, then that green will drop down, the yellow will drop down, the blue will drop down, then the purple will drop down. Let's see how that looks. And you can see where it gets its name from. It's kind of like an avalanche, because everything's dropping down. And now here is where it becomes a little bit tricky. This is where you kind of have to remember what the different things look like. I know remembering things can kind of be confusing, but I know that's the price you have to pay to chain with this chain. So do that. So, I think I didn't do this correctly, did I? Okay, so we're gonna see if I did this correctly. And success. We did a 9 chain. So from here, we would then there. No, I don't think I should put it. I think that is how it's supposed to work. Yes. So, let's see how this goes. The 10 chain. And there was a funny thing that I noticed. Alright, so, if you notice right here, before that yellow Puyo breaks, you would see that these 2 correspond to these 2. And then these 2 correspond to these 2. And they kind of look like can't really explain what I'm trying to explain. If you don't have it in this position, then it will not pop correctly. These two will probably pop. These four will probably pop at the same time as these four, if you're not paying attention. And that'll only give you a 9 chain. All right. So from here we put one right there, 2 up there, and then when this blue Puyo break, then these 4 will then connect. All right. So now that we're up here, as you can see, we're up here. We can then make a blocker for this green Puyo. And then you'll be asking yourself, well, why do you want to stop there? We could put 2. What the fudge? We can put 2 up there, and then make a blocker for these 4 blue Puyo. And now, we can then go a little step further. And then there you go. And that's basically how you do it. The Avalanche. It's not a matter of remembering a pattern, it's a matter of remembering the structure. Because one false move can really screw you up. I will leave you with this entertaining thing right here. And there we go. More videos coming soon.